Pauly, I love this every single year. We talk about it a lot. I've bet it a couple of times. I'm going to probably make a couple of bets this year on the alternate win totals here at Circa Sports, and the man in charge of all the numbers is Chris Bennett, sportsbook director here at Circa. He did it over the weekend. He joins us now on Follow the Money. Chris, good morning. Thanks for the time today. How are you? Chris, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. Got you now. Thanks for popping on. Could you take the audience behind the scenes a little bit here and us about your process of posting the alternate win totals? And I'll throw a couple of examples at you here just as a reference point. You use the Chiefs and the Chargers. Their alternate high total is 11.5, and the juice you have on it for KC is plus 160. The juice on the Chargers is plus 220. If you want to take it away here and explain how you come up with the numbers on this.
So when I'm looking at the alternate regular season win totals for NFL, first of all, what we're doing is we're taking whatever the existing season wins number is and choosing one win higher than that and one win lower than that as the two alternates. And depending on what the price is for the standard season wins numbers, I figure with the 17-game schedule that if the number is somewhere kind of in the middle where the team's expected to be, close to league average, let's just say it was, 8.5 for the season wins, that the value of a half win is about 50 cents if our starting point is around even money. So for simplicity, a team's season wins number, and I'll get to the Chargers and Chiefs, but the Saints are 8.5 flat. So just completely average, right down the middle of possibilities for the season. We've got 8.5 minus 110. So in my mind, if I'm going to offer 9, so before I'm even getting to the 9.5, I think that's worth about 50 cents. So that would be 9 under minus 160 or 8 over minus 160. And then moving in another half win so that we're a full win away from the standard number. It's going to be a little bit more because the value of the juice, it's the percentages, it's not a linear relationship. So you got to go a little further out than that. So it's going to be more than minus 210 going under 9.5 or over minus 210 at 7.5. And it's really it's not super sophisticated, but it's just one of those things that I've developed a feel for and past experience with just how people bet them. The sharp bettors are going to tell you if the price is wrong. And I can just look back at what the numbers closed for last season and see what the difference was from the standard season wins number to the alternate season wins number. And the market is saying, okay, it's worth about this much. So when we look at the Chargers and Chiefs, well, the Chiefs are 10.5 over minus 135, and the Chargers are 10.5 under minus 130. So I'm kind of applying that same rule of 50 cents for the half win, but my starting point is different, where Chargers, I'm okay, 10.5 under minus 130. That should be 11, minus 185 or so. And then another bump to 11.5, and that gets me to the minus 260. So it's not perfect. I don't have an exact price that I'm lining up my 11.5 to what we're currently offering for the 10.5, and same with the Chiefs. But you can see that there's a similar relationship there that, okay, the Chiefs 11.5 under price has to be shorter than the Chargers because, they're minus price over 10.5 and the Chargers are a minus price under 10.5. So not super sophisticated, not perfect, but again, that's most of what our job is here when we're booking. It's okay, put out a number that's not horrible, and then the sharp customers will bet into it and tell you if it's wrong. And we just got to be smart about making good line moves after that.
Yeah. Can you take us in more, all your years doing this in the NFL? Again, you said 50 cents, but what a half point, a half win, a full win, two wins, what it's worth in an NFL season?
Yeah, so for years, it was a 16-game season, and the more games you add, the less valuable each half of a win is. the distribution of possibilities increases the more games you have. And so, for many years, offering regular season wins and thinking, okay, half of a win is, worth maybe 60 cents. Back then, we had to adjust a year ago to one more game on the schedule and have to say, okay, well, it's worth a little bit less now. And also, you take these standard numbers, and as people bet into them, I don't want to offer, a total of 8 with the under minus 170. I'd rather just offer 7.5 with whatever the appropriate price is. So you learn that way as well when you're just moving around the standard number, where you see what price they're willing to bet under at 8 and what price they're willing to bet under at 7.5. And so without having like a chart or, something that's telling me exactly what the percentages are, because I don't have that. And I know, people could do various statistical analyses, and it's a little bit above my pay grade, but you can just learn from the experience of booking. Okay, they're valuing the half win in the 17 game schedule at about 50 cents. And then you just have to extrapolate and keep pulling that price further away as you get further away from even money.
Mm-hmm. Let's follow the money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Chris Bennett, our guest. You can follow him on Twitter. He is at BetChris, sportsbook manager here at Circa Sports, and he put up the alternate win totals in the NFL here over the weekend. Now, we've broken this down like every single summer, and then when the year is over with as well in the NFL, Chris, over the past several years, it's a majority of the time that the win totals don't land on the number or within one game. In fact, it lands either below on the alt low or goes over the alt high. Are these popular here? Do you guys get a lot of handle? From sharps, I'm guessing yes, but from the public?
Here's what the public likes when it comes to the alternate season win totals. They like the idea of getting a big plus price on something instead of betting something at minus 110. You're going to have to wait minimum of 4 months before you could possibly cash that ticket. And it's just not that exciting to have something that you're waiting on for that long, and it's only even money. So they definitely like that possibility. The other thing they like is looking at a team and saying, okay, I really don't think they're going to go, over or under this number that's a full win away from the standard number, and they're willing to lay the price in that scenario. And I'd say more often they want to bet under the alternate high of a team that they perceive as bad, or over the alternate low of a team that they perceive as good, because they like that cushion, that security of the extra win. So that's where we see a lot of the interest in the alternate season win totals. And, it's the NFL. It's the most popular market. So we want to offer as much as we can when it comes to the futures and props.
Sure. Chris, great perspective today. Thanks so much. And dynamite answers from your point of view. We appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.